Alright, so this is going to be a different video because you're actually going to be able to see a little bit. I just threw a bunch of clips all over the floor. Like I'm talking all the clips you could think of all over the floor right now. So, I'm going to try to be a little bit more entertaining, I should say, because I do want this channel to grow a little bit. So let me actually put you guys a little bit back so you guys can get a better view of me. Okay, so I invested in this MDX for my wife because I do have, guess what, another baby on the way. So, because I have another baby on the way, look, it has the attachment. Because I have another baby on the way, I am going to be uploading more. Which is good for you guys, and it's tight on my schedule. Because this week alone, and I'm saying this week, like this week alone, I am going to be working 7 days out of the week. And that is very, very shady. So for the first step, we are going to prep the power for ball lights at any variable speed with a cordless or corded. Tighten the drill chuck, or if it has this attachment, you don't need to tighten nothing. So put it at the top of the center of the ball. So let's take this guy off then, and let's install this guy on there. And it says we're going to apply this polish onto the blue one, and we're going to start to drill slowly, top of the center, apply 1 inch of carbon. Then the second step is going to be obviously the scuff pads. Start this slowly to avoid slaying. Add polish as needed, and polish in small areas to clean the entire lens using back and forth overlapping motions. And then buff clean with microfiber towel. Turn towel frequently for the best cleaning action. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't really say to use anything else but this. So I already showed you guys the Dollar Tree trick, which is using the orange. So these were a lot yellower than they were, but that took off the yellow. It did not take off the haziness. So they're still hazy. Sorry I'm all dirty. I just got off work. Like I said, I'm going to be working a lot now. And being that much so, I am going to try to, clean up the mom car now. So it's a lot more interesting of a mom car than what she had originally, which was a Jeep. But since the family's growing upgraded, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade as well. So let's get started. So I'm just going to show you guys where I'm at with the second step. This is 800 grit. I'm going to be moving on to 1500 grit after this. After I wipe this all down, it's going to look way more hazy than that one after the 800 grit. After the 1500 grit, I'm hoping it starts to dehaze again. And then after the 3000 grit, it should be spanking new. So let me just skip to that part. Alright, so it looks like we're back to square one with this white, but as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's like a yellow tinge, and this is more of like a clear. So I'm done with step 2, which is 1500 grit, and now I'm gonna go into 3000 grit, which is this foam pad, and it says make sure that it is not wet. Center of the disc, sure the surface is wet, dry, do not wet. Stand still, sand back and forth, overlapping motions at a steady pace. Wipe lens with towel and inspect. It should have an even haze through it, clearer than the previous steps. If not, repeat steps 1 through 2 again. So let's go ahead and wipe it down, make sure she's dry. And if not, I'll grab my heat gun and make sure it's dry. But this thing's gotta be friggin' dry. Come on, get it dry. I know this is a scary part because it looks like it's worse than when we started, but trust me, this is part of the process. If you want super, and I mean super clear lenses. If you want just barely clear lenses, stop at the first step. That was good enough for me, but I want an even better clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and put it's an even haze all the way across. Let's go with 3000 grit. I'm going to test for moisture. Doesn't look like we have them. It is stupid smooth. I will say that. It is super, super smooth. So I'm going to get my heat gun and I'm going to dry it off. There's the heat gun and all the mesh. And I'm going to make sure it's completely dry before I start the next step. All right, so that's the haze we get after the freaking 3000 grit. So it looks about where we started, but I will say it is ridiculously smooth. Now for the finishing touch, we're going to put the blue pad back on and we're going to whirl it around again. So maybe the first step was not putting this into the Powerball, but it looks like this is the last step and the first step. So I don't really understand, but okay. We're gonna go ahead and do this again. So after all that sanding, in the camera it already looks good, but in person, oh, it shines, guys. It freaking shines. I was starting to get scared a little bit, not gonna lie. Wow, that's a brand new headlight, dude. Like, if I weren't an idiot and did not get that all smudged up on the inside, this would be perfect. Like, I'm talking. Whoa. I may have missed a spot, but that still looks good. What do you guys think? Oh, let me do that. I think it should turn out pretty good. Yeah, fucking do it. Let's do it. Alright, so after making a mess of the MDX, we are now done with one headlight. So I will do the other one off camera, and I'll show you guys the end. But that is basically it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and keep watching, please. I want to upload more often. I just need the motivation again, and I think I'm going to get it after this. So please guys, just like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. You guys don't understand, even the little views that I get, which is about 20K a month, really helps out with bills and stuff. So if I could upgrade that, I could pump out more content for you guys, and even maybe focus on just YouTube in the near future. But I need you guys' help. I'm trying to be more like up and up, because I know that people's voices definitely do make an impact on the videos. So hopefully this video shows you guys my true self. Usually I'm just tired and you know, kind of like out of focus, but that's just me. And the other thing I will be doing is naming both of the Acuras. because I think that every YouTuber that is successful names their cars and it comes back like good, you know? So yeah, let's start there, guys, and then thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. So that's it for the video. I got a lot of cleaning to do, of course, but this is Mother's Power Plastic for Lights. Mother's new lens renewal kit with power bulb for lights. I will say, this is my favorite tool so far. Be very careful with the 3000 grit because it will smudge your headlight, but don't worry if it smudges your headlight with like a little black. Just know that you will have to repeat step 800 grit and 1500 grit to get it to smooth out. You guys can see right here, there's a white, that was that black spot. So try not to go too fast with the drill, or do it by hand. That's how I did this light after messing up right there. I just did the rest by hand and it came out really well. It's a lot harder, but came out really well, and I think it's just, you know, for safe measures, just do it by hand. So I got a lot of cleaning to do, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you guys always for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.